you guys doing? I'm Andy with My Soldier Trades.
And I'm Sara.
So, last night, I didn't even think that I was going to get up today. But I had to get up. I had to make sure the stream was on. Funny story about that, though. I'm sick all night long. I didn't get any sleep. I maybe got an hour at the most. And her too, like, she didn't really get any sleep because of me. And I have a fever right now, too, so it kind of sucks. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And anyways, we turned the stream on, and then next thing I know, it starts freezing anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had some problems.
So then we had to restart the computer, shut down the everything, basically. And it's like, wow. I got up early enough to make sure all this was on, and then still the computer... And then the computer wants to update, and like automatically update, even though I've set the hours to not now.
Right, and it could have did that last night when I shut it
Right, and then I've restarted it like 3 times since, and it won't do it. And then all of a sudden it tries to do it right when you're like busy, so it's like...
Right.
Good job on that, Windows. Maybe you can fix your garbage.
Exactly. Fix your garbage.
I know everybody out there is probably like, get a Mac. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe not everybody. Some people probably, yeah. Anyways, we don't even want to go into that.
No. Right. Okay, so the first stock we traded was CPAH. It had news. It secured a 5-year deal with Vodafone Fiji to extend superior quality voice services to consumers. And, that was a good trade.
Yeah, I have no idea how much money was in that news. I'm always curious how much money's in this news.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
And then, a lot of times you'll find out that there is money in the news, but then it's like there's $2 billion in the 10-year stretch that they may get or may not get, and we've given them a $100 down payment or deposit or whatever it is. I don't know.
Right.
It's like you never really know. You gotta find out how much actual money is in this news. It was tough to do on this, so I didn't really trust it too much, but it was great where I got it. Everything was easy and great today.
Yeah, it was.
I got everything, like, I traded the way I was supposed to. I grabbed things exactly at that precision moment. That's what I do, guys. Everybody asks me, like, what is your setup? What patterns are you looking for? What U shape or X shape or Y shape or Z shape are you looking for? And it's like, yes, I am looking at technical patterns. I'd be stupid not to. Right. And the more that I grow as a trader, the more it becomes a lot easier to grab these points that I'm grabbing. But what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the most opportune moment in the stock, and I'm doing it in the way that I know my risk immediately.
Right.
So if I grab like support on a bull flag consolidation, then I know that if it goes and dips anywhere below that, then I'm out. Bye. It's not my time. And if I want to grab it later, for at a deeper cut in the bounce, then I can just cut that loss. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay.
I like the squawk.
I love the squawk.
One of the reasons I love the squawk, there are many reasons, but is that they read off the news, so you know what's happening like before they even say it on your local news channel.
You don't have
I think that's awesome.
You don't have to watch endless commercials.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the propaganda machine throw the same stories at you over and over and over to where you've heard like. They're like, coming up next is, and then coming up next is, and coming up next. They say it like
5,000 times before they actually say it.
Right, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't even know what time the news is anymore, guys, because I don't watch the news. I read the news, but I love Benzinga Charlie and I love the squawk. The more they, first of all, the guy's got to be a great trader. He's calling out amazing plays all day long. That's what I love about Benzinga the most. I get to keep my eyes on my charts.
Yeah, I love it. She
keeps her nose in the news, and I keep my eyes on the charts.
I also and I like to know what's going on, so I love it because
I think it's great because coronavirus and like otherwise we wouldn't hear these numbers unless we're having our face in that news over there and like I just said, I just can't stand that.
Well, either way, I haven't even seen, I can see the news on Facebook. I haven't watched it on TV, but I haven't seen them say anything really about it at all.
Well, another thing is, I don't see a political bias here.
It's crazy.
With Benzinga at all. I just hear the news. And mostly it's the market, so it's something that affects the market, so that's amazing. That's what I love about the market so much. It's not so political. There's a political bias with all of these news channels, and I can't stand it one way or the other. I can't stand if you're extreme right news or extreme left news. I want some real balanced news, and let me decide. Let me, don't be telling me what I have to think. I don't want anything to do with that. So
nobody does.
But CPAH was great. It was just easy.
Yeah.
It was really easy, and then AGRX was dumping for apparently no news.
Yeah, right? I couldn't find any news on it. So that one.
AGRX. I was looking at it on the daily. I was looking at it on the 5-minute, and also the 15-minute. But on the daily, I had noticed that we were approaching the 65 EMA. So I tried to get filled on the 65 EMA. I couldn't. This thing was halting like crazy. I actually, I think I'm mixing up PTON.
Oh.
PTON. I tried to get filled on the 65 bounce, and the thing ran away like a penny stock. And then I grabbed it on the 200 bounce. And AGRX, on the other hand, I grabbed it exactly at the 65.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened.
I don't
AGRX, it bounced all the way to the 65 on the daily. I knew that was going to be a great trade, so I had to grab that. I grabbed it. It halted immediately with me in it. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
You know, if you go down like that and then you halt, usually you're thinking, oh, we're going for another ride down. But it was worth the risk for me, and I didn't, position sizing is the number one way to manage your risk. So that's what I do whenever I trade these like this.
And this is one of them stocks where he had such a really, really discounted price that he could have actually rode that all the way up and he'd still be profitable right now.
Yeah, and I heard in the chat today, you guys were taking some good trades in AGRX all the way up. Yeah. I just grabbed the bottom and it got halted, then it pulled down, I believe, like 10 cents or so from where I got in it. I was going to grab some more because I knew we were going to have that bounce, but I never got the chance. It was there so quick and back up, boom.
Yeah.
I was in a profit. I just said, okay. And I closed it out right before that 308 halt. And thankfully, because, like she just said, I could have rode this all the way back up, but then I had to been another halt and just...
Yeah, and then those can get scary because you don't know if they're going up or down, and these are so unpredictable, and you never know what's going to happen. Plus, we don't know why it was going up.
I can tell you 90% of the time when a stock bounces like that, they only bounce a little bit. They only bounce the amount that I grab.
Right.
So that's why I grab the amount that I do, because that's how much is predictable. 90% of the time, that's how much it'll give you. Sometimes it'll just stay flat, give you nothing. That's rare. And sometimes it'll pull all the way back up like AGRX did, and that's rare also. But I'm not going for rare. I'm going for predictable. I'm going for the highest probability on my trades.
Right.
So, a 65 EMA bounce on the daily, a 200 EMA, that's PTON. I missed the 65, and I cannot believe this 48 million or so in the float, and this thing's trading like a penny stock.
Yeah,
it
PTON,
was crazy.
They had news, because we traded that one, and they had two 13G filings that disclosed over the last 15 minutes when this news came out that CP Interactive Fitness showed a 5.4% stake in the company, and Comcast showed a 19.1% stake in the company. So that's what made that one go a little crazy.
It's kind of interesting, like, what is Comcast going to do with these bikes? Probably put their, something to do with their broadband, something to do with their, their internet, or maybe their entertainment with the...
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to do a whole entire fitness program through Comcast.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out. I don't know.
Guys, forgive me for my ignorance. I don't actually have one of these bikes, but from what I hear, they have a TV on them, sort of, some sort of display. And I'm from the 80s, so. Anyways, and what else do we trade?
We traded BLPH. That one had news.
BLPH, that was another just easy, predictable trade that I grabbed at, it was just... Honestly, if you guys aren't in the chat, you're really not going to hear some of this stuff, because I don't even remember some of these reasons that I get into these things. But it's just really predictable as to why and where I'm getting into these trades. I'm looking at the price action, and I can see exactly where it's going to be most advantageous for me. And like I said, there's that 10% chance in a high probability trade that it will not work out. It could be even more than that, but. I mean, with a 92% win rate, I think that I'm doing pretty good at this. So.
Yeah, I think today was a good day, for sure.
We got like 75% of our daily profit target. That's 0.75% of our entire account, and we're going to be. We've started moving some of our accounts around to get this 2,000 cash versus margin going, and that's not really complete right now. But so. Mm-hmm. That's not what the value of these numbers is off of. It's not off of 2,000 versus 2,000. We're still trading like all of our accounts, and we have options account here. We have 2 mobile accounts, at least 2 mobile accounts.
Yeah.
Probably more than 2 mobile accounts. Three mobile accounts, and then we have our cash, our margin, and then there is another the crypto account, Yeah, so we're messing with different accounts all over the place.
Right.
Mostly with TradeStation. Everything that I love is with TradeStation. Everywhere else that I trade, I get really bad fills.
Right.
I almost
Right.
I ask myself all the time, why do you even trade there still? It's,
Right. And I'm not used to like trading on apps and stuff yet, so it's like, where's TradeStation?
Yeah. These apps are just so slow and clunky, and it's not easy to find
And you know
like
what
your P&L and just,
yeah, and that's the thing. You know what I think is really missing is that quick trade bar.
oh, that
I
would
mean,
be
that
really
makes a
nice
big
if you
difference.
had a mobile app that would follow the bid and the ask and have like ask -1 and bid +1 and stuff like that. Like, I think that people on their phones would become some really great day traders,
Yeah, probably. I think so.
especially if there was a way to easily cancel your orders. Because that, to me,
Yeah.
the number one and only hotkey that I have to have in order to really trade the way that I trade is cancel all. It's cancel, period.
Right.
Cancel last and cancel all. So there's two that I must have. And honestly, I really wish that TradeStation and any other broker that's hearing this, I wish you guys would make it to where I can lock my orders in. So if I have a good to cancel order in that I want to keep in there for perhaps even months on a swing trade or whatever I have it in there for,
Right.
I would like to have that locked in. And that way when I hit cancel all, my locked orders will not be affected. So
Yeah,
if there is something
that
like
would
that,
be nice.
hit me in the comments, let me know, whatever there is. But I would really love it if I can lock my orders that I want for my long term and then easily cancel and cancel all. Because sometimes, these orders don't cancel and you don't know. So you need to hit cancel all just to be sure that, hey, I've cleared everything out. Because so many times, how many times have I been sitting here and order filled and you're like, what? I
Yeah.
didn't know you had an order out.
Right.
It's like, because I didn't cancel all. I just canceled last, and
Right.
maybe I canceled like 4 of them, but the 5th one, it stayed in there, and it's like, get filled. Next thing you know, I'm making profit. I didn't even realize. Good thing I put my orders in the right place.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've made money off of total accidents so many times.
Yeah, those are always
One
nice.
time I profited off of the platform freezing. I'm sitting there saying, Sarah, what do we do? What do we do? We open it back up and we're making like $700. Like,
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
Totally awesome. That was an awesome day when that kind of stuff happens.
I mean, it's not awesome to have an accident, but yeah, it's awesome
Well,
to
yeah,
make money
because that
accidentally because usually in the market you don't accidentally get
Yeah.
profit, you accidentally get destroyed.
Yeah, usually the accident is negative.
other direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Negative.
So we have a
numbers.
beautiful snowy day and looking outside, just yeah, it's really pretty here. So, anyways, guys, I am still just this fever sucks. So I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
So, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, check us out and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Sarah with Mighty Soldiers Trades. We really appreciate your support. If you like that video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.